From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was to hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he's going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebacker, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the carry, here's Knight. Breaks through the contact. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Bam, Knight, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
Daniels looking to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's Daniels. Here's Higgins out on the right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Crossing over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap alert. Check go.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the way. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. Ready.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jaden Daniels. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Off of play action, Darnold. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
To throw is Darnold. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Brian Thomas, 45 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go. Hurt, hurt. Warriors 70, 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Faking the give, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
This is Knight. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold.
Well, that's brought in by Knight.
And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Track at 60. Hut, hut.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Ready, ready.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits,
I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hey, smash. Check go.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Now Daniels. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Daniels.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's caught inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Check. Buffalo 18. 70 range.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Street. 19 Lion.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Warrior 70. Hey. Riggs.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jahmyr Gibbs from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action. It's Darnold. Flush to his right.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A play fake, and it's Darnold.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Go Street. Mustang 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Daniels looking to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of... Stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
To throw is Daniels. And brought in downfield by Burks. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trailing Burks, 32 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Darnold wants to change it up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And here we go on 4th. Darnold able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now it's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Hit as as he throws there incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Check smash. Check smash. Come 19. Come 19.
Here's Daniels.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jalen Naylor,
55 yards.
and the Bengals have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
To the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Go! Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air goes Daniels.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Open man is Naylor. He's got it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Christian Watson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold.
Well, that's brought in by Knight.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Faking the give, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Sack. Ready?
Now Daniels. Pass complete to Naylor, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Rig alert, rig alert.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, sack.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Darnold. He's able to find Melton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Darnold. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Darnold to throw again. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Koo now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Vikings 31. Youngwei Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Ready, ready.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. Check go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready? Go!
Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Darnold. Complete. Pollard on the move past the 40. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Darnold to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.